start of the game, I took. Oh wait, we gotta do introductions or something. Well, name's 2%. You might know me as the Rise from that one video. I was right. You know, historians have debated it, and they have decided I was right. I did root that Nico as soon as physically possible. There was no other opportunity for me to root her. That's my piece. This game, I take lethal tempo because my reasoning is that Ambessa is like Renekton, she's a skills-reliant champion, and so if she uses her rotation of abilities, and they're on cooldown, then I just start clicking on her. I should win the longer I keep clicking on her. That sound reasonable?
Not really.
Not really. What?
Because if she uses her abilities, you want to bait her abilities out and then go in when they're down. But if you trade when she uses her abilities, you're going to win the trade.
No, no, no. I'm saying if her abilities are down, I start clicking on her. Like, you know,
okay, sure.
I don't want to
sure.
click
All
on her
right.
for. I want to click on her for a while. Okay, I don't want to
There's a
click
little
on
bit
her.
of miscommunication there, but
I
I'm
don't want to click on her
understanding
3 times for Halo Blades. I want to click on her 6 or 7 times. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Sure. No, that sounds about right. That sounds understandable because you don't want to take short trades with the Halo Blades because she's gonna win short trades anyway.
Right.
Hypothetically.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, okay, what do you think of when you see that she has grasp?
Um, that's a laning rune. That means, you know, I'm scaling a little better.
Right, it's
Um,
weak out of lane, but it's much better in lane. Then it means her
yeah.
secondaries are suited to lane as well.
Okay.
And more
Yeah, her
importantly,
secondaries.
it's not just about lane; it's about short trades. So she favors short trades harder now.
Yeah. Okay. So she's putting all her eggs in one basket. I mean, I sort of am too.
Exactly. So her game plan there, especially with grasp, that means she took shield bash as well. So she's playing for the enhanced passive autos with W procs and stuff.
She gets bonus range on that shit too. Bonus range, bonus attack
Yeah, she
speed,
got
bonus
like
damage.
225
Like, how
range.
stupid is that?
You can play it if you want, but you're a Tryndamere player.
Yeah, that's I've got 2 left hands.
Okay, run me through your thought
2
process.
left hands and my right arm's a lot stronger.
Run me through your thought process. What are you doing here? Why are you in the bush?
I'm in the bush because so normally I start where like you would 5 point, and I find that normally I'll be a little too brain AFK and I won't get to. I don't want to be walking the lane with the minions. I want to be in lane like right when the minions get there. I just normally find that when I'm in the 5 point bush, I fail to predict how long it'll take me to walk around the terrain, and I end up being like right in line with the ranged minions instead of like I would prefer to be in front of the melee creep. Like I want to start hitting them immediately so I can stack fury and get the wave pushing.
Well, when you say like brain AFK, are you all tabbing out, or are you're not calculating the distance?
On occasion, I'll admit. We alt tab
Well,
sometimes, but I didn't.
Don't alt tab in the lane bush, you'll fucking die.
Well, no, I don't think I did that. No, I did not alt tab in the lane push. That would be grief.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do something
that would be
like
trolling.
That would be trolling.
Okay, but are you getting any advantage from being in this bush? Because there are drawbacks to not 5-pointing. You know what I mean?
Yes, there are. The advantage I would get from if she contested that middle bush, and she she just has her Q, and I just walk her down with lethal tempo. I think if she shows up to that middle bush, I can kill her. Yeah. Yes.
But what happens if she doesn't do that?
Well, if she doesn't do that, then I'm there and I'm ready. I don't
why
have
would
vision.
If she knows that, then why would she try to contest it?
I guess then she probably wouldn't. You know, that's reasonable.
Just some food.
You know, there's no guarantee that she knows that. I'm mostly
my 2
doing
cents,
this.
You know?
Yeah, no, I think I'm mostly doing this because I don't like. I find that I'm more likely to screw up walking the lane in time if I'm in the 5-point bush, which is
well, just on the
my own problem. That's a little bit grief, but.
You know what you should do? Go to practice tool. And go to wherever your 5-point bush is, and then walk to lane, and then see how many seconds that takes. Or just do that in one of your games and just count. Anyways, let's not
whatever. Let's quit beating around the 5.
Yeah, let's look at the meat of the gameplay.
And you can use P to pause and start instead of clicking on it. It's got a little hotkey there to tell you that.
This is cool. speed it up now. Okay.
Alright, so we're here. I'm hitting minions first.
Okay, you started E, right?
I did start E, yeah.
Okay, so you see she Qs and then she's got no abilities right now. Her Q is on a 14-second cooldown, level 1.
Okay, yeah. So this would be, I was just talking about that this would be my time to spin and start hitting her.
Do you?
Nope. I actually failed to get the minion. And so she's actually, wave is just about dead even.
So why don't you spin in and just hit her?
You know, I don't know, I guess. I mean, I'm giving her space and respect, and I don't know that I have a reason for that other than me being...
Tryndamere is
I guess
all
I'm
about
playing
disrespect.
not to lose as opposed to playing to win.
No, don't play not to lose. You gotta play to win. And
I
more importantly,
know.
Tryndamere is all about disrespecting the opponent.
It's true.
Now, it's helpful. You don't have to memorize Jamin's abilities, okay? Or, I mean, their cooldowns or whatever. But it could be helpful before you get a feeling for this, before the game starts, you know, you're in the loading screen, you're waiting for minions to spawn, whatever. Go to that Champions Wiki and just look at the ability cooldowns rank 1. So, you know, and they're scaling, of course, because you would see that Ambessa Q late games, basically not a cooldown. So, it would be helpful this game before you loaded, even if you're not familiar with Ambessa, you see, okay, she's got a 14-second cooldown Q, 18-second cooldown W, 13-second cooldown E. Okay, so if she uses...
14-second cooldown on Q is crazy. Does that start after her first cast or after her second?
After her first.
Okay, so I mean it's basically because I do spend a lot of time trying to dodge the second Q. The second Q hurts a lot.
Well,
So it's basically it's like a 10-second cooldown at that point if I'm busy waddling around trying not to get hit by the other one. Like by the time her Q isn't a threat to me, it's only got like 11 seconds.
Well, I'll tell you, it's thin, so you should be trying to dodge it. But you want it to be seamless, and you want to do it while still punishing the fact that she used it, like the Q1. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah,
wanna
I
be
find that
walking
I
towards
spend a lot of time just like walking back and forth trying
Right.
to.
it. Yeah, you definitely should not be getting
Right.
zoned by the Q2. That's for sure.
Okay.
At least as Tryndamere. And I will say, if that's an issue for you, it might be helpful starting out to just take the, eat the damage, but it only does 100% damage to the first thing it hits, so anything beyond the first thing it hits.
Oh, I didn't
does
even know
half
that.
damage, yeah. So if you want to just tank the damage, which is totally fine on Tryndamere, you can do that. Then just stand behind a minion when she Q2s.
Okay.
Because really the damage is pretty negligible if it.
Yeah,
It's,
no, I can see
it's
how
like-
that might be the case.
Yeah, it's like Zed Shuriken, you know. But more importantly, if she uses Q, even if she holds Q2 to the last second, that's still like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get it.
I do get it.
And, okay, I just want to preface, by the way. Tryndamere is all about the sustain, right? And
Okay,
really,
yeah.
really good sustain. The recent Tryndamere lane's so good. His trade pattern's not even that strong. It's like you can spin in, whatever, you don't really do that
Yeah,
much
you
damage.
spin in, you hit them, and then you walk out, and you get all the health traded back, and so
Exactly.
it's basically even. But then you just heal.
Like, his trade's not even that good, but it's... Any trade is a good trade because he has the best sustain in top lane. And what's important to remember is there are other champions... I shouldn't say the best sustain. There are other champions with kind of similar sustain or, like, you know, whatever. But Tryndamere, the reason many people consider it to be the best, lane phase in the game is you have the broken sustain. Then you also have a way to enact aggressive trading so that you can do something with the broken sustain by, eating in, for example. And then the third thing is he's also really strong in all-ins. So the enemy can't, if you spin in, for example, but your champion's only good in short trades like Ambessa or something, the enemy could just kill you. So then you're kind of forced to not take aggressive trades like that. But Tryndamere is also good in all-ins, so you can play super disrespectfully with your trade pattern. Which is to say, here, for example, let's look. Okay. Let's say instead of this bush, if you want to sit in a lane bush, sit in this bush. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's the same idea. If she can test it, you just spin at her or whatever. And then if she doesn't contest it, because she probably won't, you wait for these three
Just
minions.
through first 3.
Yeah, wait for the first 3. Then you zone her off the first 3. You can zone them off XP range. Now, she's probably not going to just let you zone her off XP range. Like, Ambessa level 1 is also pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, but it's not like I'm Darius, right? Like, with no Fury, I feel like his level 1's not that scary.
Well, but the point is that... No, his level 1 is still broken. The point is that, like, your actual all-in on Tryndamere level 1, it's not like Darius, you're right, you're not going to all-in. But you can take a trade. Okay, so let's say this crashes together, right? Now you're both kind of standing at the minion wave. Your trade is to E forwards. Now you're Eing forwards and you're kind of getting hit by minions or whatever. Then you're going to like walk away while she's beating the shit out of you. Okay, it's still a fine thing to do. But what's more favorable, let's say you're in this state, but instead you're in this bush, okay? So you walk up. And then you auto, whatever. Wait for her to Q you. She's going to Q backwards, probably. Then you E spin this way. So then you see you're dashing away from the Mia aggro.
It's like Riven's mobility. You always have to, like... Because Riven's always supposed to keep up 1 dash to leave. So if I can just walk up to her, that's better than having to E into her.
Right. And keep in mind, you can still E into people. You should E into people as Tryndamere. Because the idea is you can take bad trades and they're still good trades because you can sustain. Yeah. But it's, you might as well take the better trade there, which is to E away. And that's also why you see a lot of Tryndamere players, they walk up, they shove a wave, then the enemy's on a tower, you auto E away from the tower or whatever, because spinning away is a much better trade pattern. It's just hard to walk up to people.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, let's get back to the board. Yeah, definitely don't respect her when she's got her cooldowns down. And even when she does, you don't really have to respect her. Because now let's say you're thinking, I'm going to wait for her to use her abilities, and then I'm going to all-in her or whatever. Which you did kind of waste her Q there. But a good Ambessa knows that and understands that and just won't use abilities until you harass her. Because her game plan here is just to survive lane. Once she survives lane, gets out of lane, she does a lot more than you in these team fights. So
this is true.
You gotta find ways to force her abilities out.
Ambessa into Hui, Caitlyn, Nami.
Yeah, with late game she's just gonna ult in and kill your backline and then what? You know what I mean?
And I assume that like in low elo, it's reasonable for me to just kind of ignore, not ignore, but like it's okay for me to not give a shit about team composition, to just play what I know better,
Well, what do you mean?
Like just,
you just lock Tryndamere every game? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like that's reasonable.
I don't do that in Challenger, man.
Well, okay, but you do focus on like, when you're choosing between Darius and Mundo, you're not just looking at the lane. You also look at the rest of the game.
Okay, actually, I take it back. I do that. Never mind. But
yeah.
Especially
like I know a guy who's got like twice your mastery on Darius. He is hard stuck like 1,000 games this season, Emerald 4, and he like will lock in Malphite if he thinks it's good for the team comp. And I feel like that's trolling. Like if you're not locking the character you have 4 million mastery points on, you're choosing to lose the game.
Right. Like it's a balance between like I love Mundo. I'm not gonna pick Mundo into Gwen or something, for example. At the same time, or like I'm not gonna pick Mundo into a Kog'Maw ADC, or like I'm not gonna pick Mundo when my own comp is already a bunch of meatheads. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And in a similar way, or like if I have a heavy enchanter comp like Ivern, Karma, or something on my team, I need to go to Darius. I need to go something that carries. But in a similar vein, I'm not gonna see that I have a Yasuo on my team and go like, oh, time to go Malphite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a balance between what you can play well and also what suits the game. But if for your purposes, see, you're in a unique situation in that you play a split pusher and a lane bully. And lane bullies and split pushers are both pretty versatile in terms of like game states. So Tryndamere is definitely a champ you can OTP. You're gonna have some trouble with specific matchups. So Tryndamere's an OTP is more about. Okay, think like this. Mundo is an OTP. Some of it's learning his hard matchups because you only have one ban, and then some of it is figuring out how to be useful in games where Mundo wouldn't be useful. So like, let's say there's a Kog'Maw enemy ADC. You can't play like you normally would. So you need to find creative ways to still help the team in some way. And I do mean creative. I don't mean, oh, well, you can't team fight. Like, you still need to team fight on Mundo.
Yeah.
Tryndamere is different in that I think all the difficulty in OTPing him, like, I'd assume, Fought to War and stuff think the same way. All the difficulty is in figuring out matchup disparity. Because once you get matchups out of the way, he plays the same in every comp.
Yeah, okay.
So I think he's a solid champion to OTP. I don't know if that answers your question. I don't remember your original question.
Pretty much. Well, I mean, it's basically a good enough answer because like the only difference between my question was I specified that this is low elo, and so I think it's only the things you said are only more true.
Right. And I will say, in high elo, the dude who randomly picks some champ he doesn't play because he thinks it's good for the team, or more importantly and much more commonly, picks it because it's a counter pick to what he sees.
Yeah.
Even though he never plays it, they're going to lose lane. Doesn't matter if it's technically a good matchup. If you don't play it and you're picking it into the 1 million Zed or something, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, now to my understanding on Tryndamere, you want to trade aggressively when you're on the edge of level 2. Not even necessarily...
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're literally 1 million from level 2, just get level 2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the same time, if you're not close to level 2, you're kind of wasting... Like, you can't sustain yet. So once you're, like, halfway level 2, so you gotta find these, like, windows of opportunity. So let's say the first 3 minions are dead. You're, like, not halfway, but you're like, 40% to level 2. If the enemy's disrespecting you there, you can E in... make sure you hit the casters as well. And then, bully them, whatever. Probably going to lose a trade because you eat into their wave unless they're playing something weak early game. But regardless, it doesn't matter because you're generating Fury to get that 100 Fury level 2, you instantly pop the heal. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Normally, the way I play around my level 2 is I like to... And I don't know if this is right. I'm just saying this is what I do.
Sure.
So when you level his Q, he gets... AD, so I like to not trade risk. I like them to be in a position where they feel like they can walk up before my level 2, and then I will hit 2, and then once I spin in and start hitting them, I've got, this additional 5 attack damage, and I get an attack damage steroid as I lose HP. Like, he gets a ton of AD when he hits level 2, because he gets the level up, he gets the flat from leveling Q, and any HP that he's missing, he gets like bonus % AD. So it becomes a lot stronger as soon as he hits 2. So I'd rather spin in after 2 than spin in right before 2.
Well, but your E cooldown is not super long, right? It's 14 seconds. Okay, 12 seconds that goes down whenever you crit, not just whenever you auto.
Yeah.
But regardless, you're spinning in. I'm saying like when you're like 40% to level 2, so you're gonna spin in. You're going to have the spin up again by the time you're almost level 2.
Okay. Alright.
I think you got
But then what if I spin in and then they're playing scared and then I don't get to do my fun little thing?
Then there's literally no downside. Like, they're scared that you don't lose anything. And in a similar way, what do you mean they're scared? If they're like this far back that they lose the game, what are you talking about? Scared. You're either dash.
Alright.
And see, like here she lets you.
So yeah, here I'll probably start waddling around to dodge the Q2. Let's see what I do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like she lets you auto there. You can auto and then E past her, and she's forced to use her abilities. Keep in mind, you're probably gonna win that trade, and she's forced to use her abilities to escape, which puts her abilities on a long ass cooldown. Because remember, it's like I said, you gotta find creative ways to make her use her abilities. Because then once she uses her ability, she can't walk up to the wave for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think trading an auto attack for Ambessa auto Q is bad for me. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, taking well, you don't want to take short trades on Tryndamere in general. To be honest. And that's not to say you don't want to take short trades over no trades. Like you should take a short trade over no trade on Tryndamere, obviously. But if you're able to take a short trade, you were probably able to take a long trade, and long trades are better.
Okay.
At least with Lethal Tempo and Halo Blaze, obviously it's different. Yeah, see there, it did like no damage because you were hit by the minion as well. And I do see what you mean. She's zoning you with the Q too.
Yeah, I think I might have even dodged it.
I mean, if you want to dodge it, don't walk back and forth. Just walk to the sides. It's really thin.
Yeah.
Most projectiles you want.
See, I don't know why. Oh, why don't I E in there? I don't know.
Well, okay.
I don't even know what I'm doing this game.
First of all, okay. You're trying to dodge, right?
Yeah.
You're going back and forth to try to bait the range out, which is a viable thing if you're trying to bait out a projectile of like. Let's say you're playing Mundo versus Gwen. Okay, this is a good example from the last VOD I reviewed. So you're both playing the range game of she's trying to walk back and forth in between your cleaver range to bait your cleavers out. You're walking back and forth in between her EQ range to bait her EQ out. But like, what are you trying to bait out? She's gonna use it anyway. You know what I mean? She's got 3 seconds to use it. She's gonna use it, and she's just gonna use it when you walk back and forth into range. So you're basically 50-50ing it. I mean, no one's got the reaction time to bait out Ambessa Q. It's like instant.
Yeah.
So instead, you should. It works with Ambessa. The more obvious matchup is Aatrox, where Q1. A lot of people walk back and forth to bait out Q1, which is a fine thing to do. It's a good thing to do. But especially if you're playing an aggressive champion where you should be trading after they Q1 or whatever, you walk diagonally and towards them. So if you walk just straight up towards her, I mean, that's the easiest Q2 of her life, right?
Yeah.
And if you walk to the side, then it's going to be hard for her to hit Q, but at the same time, well, first of all, she understands that you're kind of conceding that trade to her. She's thinking, either I miss it and the downside is, well, I didn't do damage to him, or I hit it and I did damage to him. Yeah. So there's a mental game of she can use all of her mental on trying to hit you with it because she is not scared of you. You're just walking like this. She thinks you're scared of her. And then the second thing is you're getting zoned still. It's the same thing as the back and forth here. So instead you want to walk diagonally towards her. So ideally she's looking to Q2, then you like walk this way or walk that way. And then she Q2s.
And should I be, if I do that, should I be like zigzagging? Like should I alternate which diagonal I'm taking?
If you what you like this?
Yeah.
No, then you just look stupid. You're just walking slowly forward. That's dumb. Choose a side and then like zigzag like that. You know what I mean? Or like do this.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're waiting for her to use her ability while walking towards her. Now she's scared of you. She sees you walking towards her. There's some mental games there. First of all, she now knows she can't just hold on to the ability until she feels comfortable landing it. She has to use it basically immediately to dash away from you.
Right. Yeah.
Second of all, she gets scared of you. She starts thinking you're about to E into her. So there's another thing. She's probably getting ready to, put her finger on W and stuff. She's getting ready to leave. You know what I mean? It's all these mental games as well. You got to think through the mind of the enemy player. And then, of course, after she Q2s, you're not kind of conceding the trade. Now you can E into her, and wham, wham, wham. Now her Q's gone. She can't really trade back to you.
Yeah, okay.
Also, do you freeze on Tryndamere at all or no?
I do that basically every game. Because I don't know. Like, I don't know when to do one thing or the other, and I know that freezing is like...
You don't know when to freeze, you don't know when to proxy.
I don't know when to freeze, and I don't know when to proxy, and I know that freezing is just, like, safe and guaranteed.
Okay, that's fair.
Into most champions. And also, yeah, like, I also just don't really get proxying. Like, building a lead through proxying, I don't understand if we're just trading waves. I don't feel like I have... Like, when I proxy, I just proxy one wave and then go to the next tower and proxy another one, and I just take a reset. And so, like, I have an item advantage, I guess, but then, like, if they've got teleport, I've kind of done nothing.
So I'm sorry, I'm kind of confused on... Like, I don't play Tryndamere, so I might be wrong. But why are you holding Q for so long? Because it gives you crit, right? But at the same time... Like, don't you want this on cooldown basically permanently?
Literally, I don't know. But I think if I'm in a position to auto-attack them, I like to have, like, Fury available.
Okay, right. But
like, here,
like,
okay, here, where she's so far away, I can probably Q here.
Right, but then you just hold it.
Because what I think is, like, when I'm playing into Tryndamere, if he has no Fury, like, I can start trading with him, and I don't want her to trade with me at this point.
Okay, so I think you're right with like, all-ins, that if you're about to trade, you should keep the Fury. But also, okay, keep in mind, when you're already at 100 and you're hitting minions, like, you should be generating Fury. Unless there's no reason to heal, right? And then,
okay, yeah.
Second of all, Tryndamere still wins trades without Fury. Like, you'll win them harder with them, but even if he doesn't crit, he's still, you know, he's got the sustain, he's playing the Tryndamere
like,
thing, the Q
at
still
this point,
broken.
I've popped a potion. I've popped a potion at half HP with full Fury and my Q available. So I don't know what the thought process is necessarily, but this is probably too far in one direction.
Right. Just some food for thought, you know?
Yeah. And then, so this wave doesn't crash properly, so what, I just let it push back into me? And just, like, I just tanked a bunch of abilities there. And I can't trade back with her because the wave is directly in front of her turret. So should I have just, like, walked back early?
Well, this is not a good game state to be in.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you've described. So, okay, let's look here. This is your trade here. So, what do you think you should do with the wave in this situation? She's low, you have your...
I should kill those minions ASAP so they get into the tower before our next wave comes.
Right, you want this to crash.
But where is, like, I see on the mini-map the next wave, but it's a little bugged in the tool. Like, what the hell are those minions doing? When it's paused, they get a little freaky, I think.
Yeah, a little indie company, you know, stuff going on there. But, right, you want them to crash. And if they crash, then these minions will pause at this tower to hit them. Okay, and then, do you understand how, like, wave manipulation works?
Yeah. So if I get this one under, either they're still alive when the minions get there and it pauses and it slow pushes into me, or she kills them before they get there and it's set back in the middle, which is good for me because I'm, like, winning the sustain game.
Right, because if it's set back in the middle, you can just still zone off farm.
Yeah.
Which I hope you understand, Tryndamere is so gross early game, you can stand in front of the wave.
Okay.
Not necessarily level 1, you just stand in front of the wave, but, like, once you're in a situation like this, you can definitely just stand there.
Alright.
Because the ideal situation of Tryndamere, you have two ideal situations. Either you're proccing Demolish on repeat and proxying and taking tower at minute 10, or you're freezing and the enemy can't even get to XP range because you're standing in front of the wave.
Okay, yeah.
Those are you want to aim for one of those two game states every game because it's about winning. It's not about not losing.
Yeah. Which I tend to treat freezing as not losing. Like, I don't zone them. I just, like... I mean, there's more space for me to run them down if they fuck up. I mean, you might see this game. Like, I think I just gotta sit there. I just, like, hang out. I'm just happy not to get
like
ganked.
She's farming.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Like, I think I definitely don't play this character to his potential, because the reason I started playing him is because his laning phase is so broken, I liked not being punished for my mistakes.
Like, you were bad at the game, and you liked...
Yeah, no, like, I was terrible, and I liked the fact that I could just heal to full HP every, like, 12 seconds.
It's like the high school varsity strat where you lock Renekton, not to win late, but just because he's so broken you can't lose late.
Yeah, right? Like, you know, when you've got to play Renekton to Cassante or something. Like, that's not a fun time. When you're blue side and you have to first pick, you know, what do you get a first pick? You're gonna first pick Renekton.
Well, okay, if you want to climb past Emerald, I'm honestly, you know, no offense, I'm surprised you got to Emerald playing Tryndamere to not lose lane. Like,
You'd be
you,
surprised at some of the things I've done.
you have a serious consideration to make. I think at this point, if you want to climb farther, you have two options. Okay, you have three options, but one of them is very unrealistic. The first option, which is unrealistic to me, is you keep playing the way you're playing, ideology-wise, which is you treat Tryndamere as a scaling champion. In return, you have to get really, really good at something, or at his mechanics and understanding him and stuff like that, so that you make him work late game and high elo, which is just a tough thing to do. He's just not very good late game objectively. And then, yeah, the part B of the unrealistic option one is you kind of do, I don't want to toot my own horn, but when I was like actually climbing with Mundo, I was playing him in a way that I don't think like any other high elo Mundo plays in the top lane, which is to build full tank every game instead of this Alois type build, or in North America at least. And the benefit to that is the enemy, regardless of if it's technically 100% optimal of how you're playing the champion, the enemy doesn't know how to play against it because you're the only person that plays like that. So they have no experience into that type of play style, and it's kind of jarring because they're expecting something else from your champion. So they're going to play accordingly to what they expect you to do. So if you found some weird niche way to play Tryndamere that involves him like scaling and lane, like for example, if you found some way where there's some rune combination and item combination that makes him super broken late game, but in return he's weak in lane compared to normal Tryndamere with the tempo and stuff. If there is some crazy rune combination that does that, I doubt there is, then you could then have this niche of being the scaling Tryndamere player. Like, for example, there's a low Grandmaster Darius main on EU West, I believe. And he takes Phase Rush every game. He takes... I'm not sure if he takes the ability of Stat Shard. I think he still takes attack speed. But he takes the movement speed and tenacity Stat Shard every game.
Yeah.
And I think he buys Cole every back. Or every first back. And he plays full scaling Darius. He only plays a scale. He goes like Black Cleaver into Jack Show every game. You get my point? Like, you have to be really creative with it. Now, to me, that's unrealistic because you have to find something that most people haven't found yet, which it's a popular game. Right, yeah. And it's a lot easier to just learn the champ as intended. So you have two real options to me. Is if you really like Tryndamere, you started playing Tryndamere for the wrong reasons, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now you have two options to make. You can either learn Tryndamere the right way because you've come to love him, and then sprinkle in a bit of your, even in high elo, everyone's got their own little spice of life to their character they made. Like, no one is literally no one's a robot. No one's playing these champions textbook all the way. If you get really good at Tryndamere and play him mostly right, excuse me, and then you can maybe throw in a little thing where you feel like that's really what makes the champion enjoyable to you. So if you really like split pushing and taking camps, that
is the portion of him that I have come to love. Is like that mid game, like take a wave, take an entire jungle quadrant, take another wave, like farm 2 lanes and a jungle quadrant.
Okay,
like
so
just his mobility is freaky.
If you like the tempo part of Tryndamere,
yeah, absolutely.
You could hypothetically like restructure your laning strategy to be aggressive early game. Then use that lead. Most Tryndamere players don't necessarily use their lead to just take more resources, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad way to play. So your little niche or whatever could be, you play Tryndamere normally in lane, then you use that lead. And I do mean you use that lead inherently, because you should inherently have a lead on Tryndamere after lane.
Yeah.
Champ's broken in lane.
And I've noticed that if I don't, I have a really bad time.
Yeah, if you don't win lane on Trynd, it's true with most lane bullies. It's the same with Renekton. Okay, so my understanding, there's no champ, a quote-unquote weak lane means it's like 40-60, and a quote-unquote strong lane means you're like 60-40 to most champs.
Yeah.
So it sounds... to me at least, I would initially think, intuitively, that that's not worth it. If you have to win lane and it's only 60-40, to me that's weak. But you gotta think about it like agency-wise. That means if you play it perfectly, there is not a single thing the enemy can do to win the lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a guaranteed
Yeah.
one lane if you play it perfectly is really, really strong.
Yeah.
So if you're not abusing that, then you're gonna have a tough time.
Yeah,
But
the
you can
60-40 is supposed to be on average. It's not like they have a 40% chance to win.
Right, it's not like a
better
40%
than
chance
them,
to win,
you've got a
it's-
100% chance of winning.
exactly. And keep in mind, there's like these statistics are sprinkled in with like players like you that are playing them to scale and stuff. So, yeah, that's option one. I think you learn them the right way, and then once you learn the rules, you can break them. You know what I mean?
It's like being an artist.
Exactly. I think there's
By
great
that.
stuff to like. Everyone's got their own art style. For example, you don't look at two artists' art and you can tell the differences in the little whatever the hell. You know what I mean? Picasso didn't draw standard or uniform, but at the same time, he's not just scribbling shit. Like you gotta learn first what art is, I guess.
Yeah.
And then the option two is if you really like playing to not lose, which is a valid thing. If you want to play to scale, like a lot of people like to play scaling champions, then you need to find, like now you've identified what you like. Maybe you've misidentified Tryndamere as that, and that doesn't necessarily mean you drop Tryndamere completely. You can still pick him into games and matchups where he's really strong. But then you also find a new champion where you think maybe it would align better with your current playstyle. Which, to me, by the way, it would probably be easier. Well, I don't know how invested you are in, like, your lane strategy. To me, it's a lot easier to learn a new champion that aligns with the way you play than to relearn the way you play the game. So, hypothetically, it would make more sense to find a champ where it is true that, if you just play to not lose, then you're sort of playing the champion, right? And that doesn't necessarily either mean you have to play Kale. Like, you don't have to literally play drastic MUNDO Kale, like the worst.
I mean, no, I
of the
think
lane.
the equivalent there is Garen, who I have tried playing and I just don't like.
The equivalent would for sure be Garen. So it's like,
Yeah.
instead
So I
of
don't
being
think-
a lane bully, you can play to be this scaling split pusher type thing. That also is like not bad. Like Garen's not bad in lane. He's just not like he's not a lane bully.
Yeah.
So
No, I understand that. I mean, personally, I think I'm gonna stick with the Tryndamere and just get better at dogging on people.
sure, yeah. Anyways, I don't remember what we were looking at.
Meanwhile, so the second wave is come and gone, or the third wave has come and gone. We're on to the cannon wave now,
Well, once you're in this
which
situation-
means jungle timers are a thing,
Yeah,
and
do you
you
track
might,
jungle
you might
in your head?
observe Jarvan the Fourth is, I think, skipping his Krugs to come pay me a visit.
Do you track junglers in your head or not?
I do not. I don't know. Wait, actually, this game I did. We had a ward on enemy Raptors, so I knew Jarvan started bot side. So I did know at one point that he started bot side. Did I continue to pay attention to that and let it influence my game plan? I'm not certain. I don't usually. It's hard for me to think about a lot of things. Like, that's the hard part of League of Legends, is how many fucking things there are to think about.
Right.
So, takes practice on that front. At this point, I don't think I'm thinking about his possibility of being top. But also, I can just use my eyes and look at the wave state and be like, maybe I don't want to walk up and maybe I don't want to fuck around and find out right now. Because, like, there's not a lot for me to accomplish with the wave the way it is.
Right. It's a cost benefit thing. Like,
Yeah.
if you could hypothetically bully here, and you know where Jarvan is, you should for sure be here. Like, if she was 200 HP lower, I would.
Yeah, but I don't even know if I can bully her here. Like, I think,
Yeah, exactly.
in any case, wherever Jarvan is, the right play is to back up and let it slow push into me, try and get a freeze.
Right. Because this will slow push it in the next wave. She has to either slow push it herself by hitting it, or she fast pushes it, in which case you just freeze.
Yeah. So I should back up here regardless. I
Yeah,
wonder what I do.
I believe so, yes. Or not. You don't have to leave, but like
Yeah.
just be in a way that if Jarvan shows up, you can just spin away.
Yeah.
Okay. Although, ideally, this doesn't happen. Ideally, not even in this situation. Ideally, the previous wave was built
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
But League is all about improvising. Yeah.
So
this is weird from her. because she obviously loses if you then just auto E away and her thing's on cooldown. So I think even if you're not really paying attention to the map, I think intuitively you should know that you're getting ganked.
Yeah.
In which case, let's see what you do.
And I make out like a bandit.
Okay, but I hope you understand that's not well played.
Oy.
Okay, once you understand you're getting ganked, we can both agree without if you don't use sums, you just die, right?
Yeah.
So you need to make that decision really quickly to then, like, if you're going to use your sums, use them right, you know what I mean?
Okay,
so
yeah.
Instantly ghost here. You can probably get out with just
Okay.
ghosting, in my opinion. If you ghost, E, Ambessa's basically, she can't really follow up anymore. Now it's Jarvan, okay, fine.
Yeah, I walk straight to my tower, which is too close to Jarvan's EQ than I should be.
Yeah, you also want to make it hard for him to EQ by, like, being in the bushes till you're here.
Yeah.
Because they don't have vision of these bushes, so then here, and then once you're here, because you're ghosted, Ambessa, well, hang on, does she have E?
She has E in a second. She flash E's me.
I see, okay. Well, okay, if she has flash up, then yeah, you do need to use both suns here. If you did not have flash, you could not even ghost, E, walk away, she can't follow you, now it's just Jarvan. Walk here, you know, see where he EQs, do your little dodgy thing, you know.
Yeah.
If it's clear that he won the minigame and he's going to EQ you and it's going to work, then just flash.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the flash you here... Where do you flash? You flash
That was
right?
Jarvan flash. I flash as soon as Ambessa E flashes. I still get hit by it, but I flash her flash.
I see. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
trick.
because I
it's
was
trick
planning on popping Ghost, and then when she flashed, I guess I like technically panic flashed, but just like answered it.
Yeah, I think the issue then is more just you're walking straight.
Yeah.
So it's really obvious for them what they need to do here. So walk, you know, I would walk here. I would E a lot sooner too.
Yeah.
Like even if he wasn't here, like your trade is just auto E, right? So you're
Which is
shield
what I
out, now you
do.
auto E.
I just take a while. Yeah.
Also, I think your E doesn't hit her, but I guess you're running away at that point.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
but I
No,
think you
it's
understand.
it's the downside of the Tryndamere attack range buffs from however long ago it was. I don't even know if they're still around, but like
Yeah, you still got
you
the
if
same
you're
buff.
clicking away from somebody and you auto E, the E doesn't hit them. It used to. It used to be like guaranteed. You didn't even need to think about it. I think.
Oh god, really? Wait, it's like
That's my recollection. But now if you're walking away from somebody, you can't.
so it's a
you
buff
can't do
that
it.
makes them more toxic and like less intuitive.
A little bit, yeah.
And like, anyway, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. This is gonna get it down.
Yeah, it fucking better. This is we've been yapping so long.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so you back and then what?
I'm back. Yeah.
Okay, honestly, we could have done here. Your Echo does more than Jarvan here. And your Ambessa is up the lane while you're not. What you could have done, hypothetically, ping your Echo to come over, because there's really no downside. And let's see how far the Ambessa pushes. This is a slow push. If Ambessa leaves right now, then her lane's over, because this is going to, like, freeze on itself.
Yeah, freeze.
But you have to ping right now. Like, so, because he'd have to start walking as soon as his blue buff's done. Because, see, Jarvan's already gone. If he's here and he's over with a thing up, he flashes. She's dead. Your lane is completely over. She cannot play the game after that.
Yeah.
Just some food for thought. Generally, you don't want to make plays that rely on your jungler because you don't want to get in the habit of needing jungle assistance. Like,
Yeah.
You need to make quick, like 1 second decisions on, just playing this game. You don't want to get in the habit of those 1 second intuitive decisions to include your jungler as a top player. But at the same time, like, that was free when it ended the game, so.
Yeah. And it was not really like a play that I made. It's like I'm recalling. I should just like look at the map.
Yeah, literally, it's not even like a play. You just ping your jungler.
Yeah. Yeah, so at this point, I'm just slow pushing.
Okay, work on your CSC.
Missing some minions. Don't worry about it, bro. Yeah, so now I just sit and wait for her to come back.
Well, what's your plan here? Why are you slow pushing?
I am slow pushing because she got a kill, so I want to have a wave advantage to like match her. I want to have a minion advantage to match her item advantage. Like it's safer for me if I have more minions.
Do you think you're gonna die if you don't have a minion advantage?
I think it's at least a closer call as a minimum.
She's not even up items. You have more items.
Okay, yeah. Well.
Wait, she didn't get a kill. What are you talking about?
Oh wait. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Wait, so I'm just slow pushing because that's my like default. It's like I died. Or I didn't die, but like.
You should never have a default. You should always actively think about why you're doing what you're doing.
So the lane was slow pushing, right? And I continued to have it slow push. If I fast push, like, what I get?
Here's what I would do. Okay.
If I fast push, like when she's coming back to lane, I guess like, I feel like she doesn't miss anything if I fast push, or like maybe she misses, like a melee, but then I'm stuck for like 12 seconds, just like doddering around with nothing to do, waiting for her to clear the wave under her turret.
I'll tell you what. This is what I would do as Ambessa playing against you, doing what you're doing here. I would trade with you until I'm low, then you're also low. Your sustain's good. It's not so good that you can regen to full in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I'm trading with you, whatever. And I'm at the same time trying to push the wave out. So let's say you're now like 1/3 of your health and she's 1/4, okay?
Okay.
She's gonna back and then TP and you don't have TP and you don't have sums and now you're low and the wave is gonna be like here because you slow pushed. And she's gonna be here full health. And now you have to recall and now you lose like 2 waves.
So she. Okay, so if I fast push, then what? Well, if I fast push, she doesn't get to do anything because I just get the wave.
This is what so now this is what I would do to counter what I just said I would do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
but I mean, it's not like I've got only 2 choices, right? I either slow push or I fast push. It's slow.
Yeah, you got 2 options. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the wave is in a weird way, so it's under tower, but there's like.
Yeah, but they're like backed up. So
yeah, and then you can like
you can drag them back.
Yeah, you can't do that here though.
No.
You auto this minion, and then you E. Okay, that clears these 2. These are low.
Yeah.
You also got to learn. I don't know if you can or not. I'm just saying you. Everybody that plays top needs to find ways to push waves quickly on their champ. So, think about it here. Like you auto this, then E, then they're all one auto away, and then whatever do your autos. Then this wave comes. You know Ambessa's way back here. So then you have a decent amount of time here. I don't really understand Trynd E cooldown, but if you have E again, you spin. If not, it doesn't matter. Just auto. It's gonna go to like here.
Yeah.
I know in your mind you're thinking, why doesn't she just freeze, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you've cleared this wave as soon as it showed up. So now you, in your little Tryndamere glory, you get to go in proxy. So you clear this wave, leave. She can't follow you, by the way, because she has an entire wave backed up here. She either has to freeze it or try to clear it in front of tower. Obviously, I think you understand this. If it crashes into tower, she has to stay there and hit the wave.
Yeah.
She can try to freeze it, in which case she's fucking trolling because there's no wave to freeze it with because you're going to be proxying. Or she can try to push it herself and then go and stop your proxy, which works on some champions. Ambessa wave clear is really bad early. So,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and I think you understand at this point. You proxy this.
Because my
that.
I'm like I don't have proxying like on the mind here because I don't have Tiamat. Like my wave, like the E is good, but you get that once a wave.
Right. And
It'll at this point in the game it'll set melee or ranged creeps like 2 autos.
And you shouldn't play 2 proxy without Tiamat, but at the same time, like the opportunity has presented itself. This is the right place to proxy here. So
interesting.
You proxy one wave. You're not proxying just to proxy. Like there's a reason to it. So you proxy this wave. Okay, proxy this wave.
Yeah.
Now you have like 45 seconds to do whatever you want. Normally, what I do, I think the equivalent is Garen probably. You can be more aggressive on Tryndamere, but it's the same idea. Is you proxy this wave. You have 45 seconds. First, I look and see if Raptors are open. Now, it's probably more applicable to Garen. Once you have Tiamat, you can do it on Tryndamere, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't do Krugs. Krugs is bait.
Krugs is slow.
Yeah, Krugs are way too slow, and the enemy top laner can just kill you.
Yeah.
Raptors are an option. The real option, okay, is if the mid laner is not scared. Now, even on Garen, I do this. I hope you understand how easy this is on Tryndamere. Just spin this way.
Yeah.
Gank the mid laner. If the gank works, by the way, if you're mid lane and you get fucking gank killed by the enemy top laner, that is super, super tilting. They are going to play worse for the rest of the game, I guarantee you. At least in this elo. So,
all right.
Because it's going to feel like the biggest top gap ever. You're playing mid and you got ganked by the top laner, and you look top, and what's your top laner doing? Standing there under tower.
Yeah.
Like, that's got to be so tilting. Now, you don't have to force it. If there's nothing to do after clearing this wave, that's totally fine. You just walk here and back. Now you're going to be up a lot of gold for, tempo reasons. So, how much gold do you have?
Do I need to walk? Like, is it important to walk out of vision before recalling?
Yeah, you want to walk out of vision. Because
so there is that spot of no vision in the wave or in the lane.
What do you mean?
You see by those candy canes, that little dark patch.
Candy
Enemies
canes.
can't. The towers don't see that.
Candy canes.
Yeah, by the
Here?
wall. No. Back
Here,
behind.
here.
Yeah, there, right there. Towers can't see that. You can look at the mini map on the bottom. How there's that little triangle
Wait,
of
you
fog
learn
of war.
something new every day. What the heck is this?
Yeah,
It's
if
'cause of
you
circles?
walk over there, and recall, you can't be
You're
seen.
joking. What the fuck?
No, I'm serious. I first saw it from a Trundle top player. It was, fuck, I forget his name. I don't know if it's worth plugging him in your YouTube video.
No.
But he's like a GM EUS Trundle top guy, and like that's his thing.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
He's like sort of known for seeing that or being one of the first people to publicize that. Because that's crazy tech right there. You just walk, you just disappear.
Okay, to me...
Anyway.
If there's a GM... Okay, GM Trundle player is going to know more about proxying than I do. To my understanding, okay, even with that available, you walk down because you want the enemy to see you walk down. Because then, if the Raptors are up, they think you might be doing that. They might think you're going to gank mid. You want them to not be sure what you're about to do next. If you back here, it's really, like, they know that you're still somewhere here.
Okay, yeah.
So even if you're backing, yeah. That, to my understanding, I don't know. If that guy doesn't need his GM, then that might be, I don't know. But, Okay, you have 159 gold. You have 2 daggers. So to hurt 1 sword, however much gold you make a wave, this is 3 waves, including a cannon wave, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd probably have.
I've got enough to buy a cull after I proxy. Yeah.
No, don't buy a coal on Tryndamere. But I mean, do you rush tier 2 boots on Trynd? Is that a thing?
Oh yes.
Okay, so
Even they're not as good as they used to be, but yes.
yeah, well, because tier 2 boots on like Darius, Trynd, anything that gets kited, kind of, it's just so broken.
Unless I'm like getting shit on and I need Tiamat to get me the fuck out of lane.
Sure.
Yeah, tier 2 boots.
That's valid. Then yeah, you'd have tier 2 boots to her 1 sword. Anyway, that's your option here to me.
Okay.
And yeah, don't have a default. I understand what you're saying. It's super easy to get into this like autopilot thing for waves because there's so many things to think about in League. Yeah. So it's kind of intuitive and natural to try to like put. If you're gonna assign something to do mindlessly, then you're gonna assign to do that mindlessly. And a lot of skill is kind of giving value back to those decisions. So like a lot of new players and a lot. Well, once you're new, you're thinking about everything. But once you're like comfortably gold or something, I think you're just kind of naturally juicing with the wave. Most people will naturally just shove the wave. Like people see something to hit and they hit the wave without thinking. Then you're emerald, so I think you understand waves are important, but you're still kind of in that mindset of like sometimes you fall back into not really thinking what you're doing. You're just slow hitting.
Yeah, instead of just I don't just mindlessly start hitting it, but I do just mindlessly wait to last hit it.
Right. So every wave
press the S key and stand there watching that health bar.
Because most of my top lane macro is like what you do with the wave.
No.
Anyway. And I'm not downplaying you. Like there's people like I think people auto do stuff with the wave in Masters as well. Like this is not a your bad moment. This is a learning opportunity.
There'll be plenty of your bad moments to come.
That being said, this is troll. Like you should be ashamed. And yeah, try to track the jungle in your head. I'll tell you, I don't really track the jungler in my head anymore because I don't really understand jungle clearing anymore. I am kind of set in my ways at this point. I have not really learned new stuff since like Mythic era. I think I've refined my existing macro from back then. So these newfangled fucking jungle pathing things people do, I don't really understand them. I'm in an elo where people
are there newfangled jungle pathings? I think everybody full clears every game, or like for the first clear. I don't think like level 3 or like
elo, buddy.
3 camp ganks are just not a thing anymore.
3 camp ganks are certainly still a thing.
A 5 camp gank from Jarvan was shocking.
Anyway, my point's not necessarily the ganking pattern. The point is like, in my head, I always knew back when I was thinking about this shit. They're going to start red. Maybe they start Raptors. Then they do their Krugs. Maybe they don't do Krugs, depending on game situation. Then they go here, Wolves, Blue, whatever. Maybe skip the Gromp. You know, you get what my point is. It's like standard.
Yeah.
These new jungle changes, like, you can kind of start wherever and do whatever. Like, there's people that do Raptors and then fucking invade. Like, I don't really get it. I'm in an elo where my jungler just spam pings me when they're about to come top, so I don't really think about it. But you don't really have existing jungle tracking. I think everyone should have a baseline jungle tracker. And you're actually in an advantageous situation where you kind of have a blank slate because you haven't really jungle tracked before, like seriously. So you can learn these newfangled jungle things and, you know, get that through. Because if you can successfully track the jungle in your head without vision, that is a really, really both important part of playing a lane bully as top lane. Anything that's not like a jack of all trades, like if you're playing Garen, it's not that necessary. But if you're playing like Kale, it's really important to know when you're about to get tower dive by their jungler. And if you're playing Tryndamere, you need to know when you can bully to the fullest. Because if you're always a little like half scared of getting ganked and like playing in a way that you can E away, then you're not gonna be able to bully as hard.
Yeah.
Alright, let's look at more of like specific things to this game.
Though general advice is good too. I mean, for your Mundo playing audience, I don't know that they give much of a shit.
And I'm trying to. I know these are general pieces of advice that I do see would apply to you. You know what I'm saying?
I
Why does she
I have a
W
bad
if you're not
habit where
gonna-
I just use W like off cooldown. It's a really bad habit.
Yeah, okay, don't do that.
I kind of like to do it just to annoy people because the movement speed's slow is just bothersome. Like I just
Okay,
press it because it's an
but
ability.
there's mental games like walking diagonal to dodge a skill shot, and like you just use an ability that's annoying. I mean, you do you, man.
I mean, come on, dude. The sound effect, the little chicken that pops up over their head, they're like slightly slower. If you can time it right under their tower, you can make them miss a cannon last hit with the AD reduction.
Okay, it was way more tilting to get W properly and like lose half your health with that shit on. Yeah, I just don't like. Maybe I don't understand trade. Why are you not just healing here? She's never gonna ult on you here. There's like a big ass wave.
Okay,
and you
yeah.
can't really trade.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's true. I think I'm not. I know I'm not healing here because I'm thinking. I don't like. I guess I don't know what I'm thinking because
like,
my
scared
options
she's
are
gonna ult?
either I heal now and she does damage to me, or she does damage to me and then I heal. But in either case, I should be at the same HP because the heal scaling is based off of just the amount of fury. There's no like. I don't think there's even a missing health portion or anything like that.
No, your missing health thing is AD increase.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there's no reason not to heal there.
And more importantly to me, okay, you're playing Tryndamere, and you're like a, you're a resource kind of guy. You're a fundamentals kind of guy, which is fine. But she wastes her abilities here. Okay, E gone. W randomly W's to do like 100 damage to you. Q heal all that back easily. Q's a way to not get shit on after she W's into you. She has no abilities for 8 seconds. If I were you, I mean, you can't really trade her here. Just shove this wave, and then just whack the tower. You have Demolish, right?
Yes, yes.
Get your Demolish rock. And by the way, if you're playing Tryndamere, and you're not freezing, you should be hitting Demolish on cooldown. So whenever you have Demolish on cooldown, it's totally viable to just shove a wave, and then walk up and Demolish, and then E away.
Yeah, I get kind of, that's kind of scary for me. You know, people do damage.
Well, you gotta get out of your comfort zone to get better.
I know. That's what they keep telling me.
You also didn't do that, right? You have to the E has to hit them. That's why the trade.
I know, dude. You'd be surprised. Okay, no, you wouldn't be surprised because I'm terrible. But the amount of times the E misses, the amount of times my E animation cancels the auto attack. Oh my god, that pisses me off.
Just auto and then E, man. It's not that hard.
Shit, Sherlock. Fuck you. Try not to get hit by tower, though. I think I also have the ability to just not care whether I get hit by tower.
Why are you just standing in the bush?
Because what else am I supposed to do there? Seriously though, if I'm in a position where the enemy's just clearing wave under turret, like I have enough time here to probably go frog. Oh really? Okay. Yeah. No, that's scary.
You walk up. Listen, I'm not even saying this is the best course of action, but I'm saying a really easy, thoughtless thing you can do is walk up and threaten to hit the tower, and they're just going to use abilities, and then her abilities are gone for 12 seconds, 18 seconds, 13 seconds.
And then I get to hit the tower for sure.
Well, and then she can't have abilities, and you just zone her off wave for like 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Anything but standing there, man. Please. If you're okay, I'm gonna say, unless you're doing some psyop like boss FF play, if you're about to Q Scion Q in the bush, like standing in a bush is not the move. You're not playing Garen, you're not playing Darius. Like just don't. This is not the move. Like is 0 for your heal spell. God.
She's just AFK. Like,
She's actually
dude, I don't know.
AFK, and you hit the fucking minion. Can't make this shit up, man. What are you scared of?
She has level 6. No, I'm scared because she has level 6, and it's entirely justified. Wave is slow pushing into me, so I'm not gonna get my like XP very soon, and she just hit 6. I wanted to get the minion. I thought, like, my plan was to hit the minion and then spin away because I thought she was gonna trade with me, and then she didn't. So
also, I want to point out, like, you got to think about, like, what does their ult actually do, right? So Ambessa ult gets her back to you faster.
Gap close.
And it gives her some sustain and armor pen. Okay, 10% armor pen. Brother, who cares, man? well, not who cares, but like for the, it's not gonna make or break you dying here, right?
Yeah.
And then,
well,
okay, well, just hear me out.
it means I'll have a harder time getting away if I do lose.
Okay, but I'm not saying you have to all in her here, but I'm like, you don't have to be scared, right? So
Yeah.
just think about it in your head. Like, what would play out? She has two ways to engage on you here, to the death or whatever you're thinking of. She can use her basic abilities first, and then ult you after to get a second rotation of abilities off.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think she can do that with these cooldowns, but like, I'll give you the cushion that she has two rotations of abilities. She does that.
Yeah.
Okay, she used her first rotation abilities. You thwack her and you E away. Okay, she's probably gonna miss abilities. Now she has to use basic abilities to get to you. In which case she can't trade after that because she's using abilities to get to you. Or she could ult instantly, and then use abilities. But Ambessa, especially with Grass, but Ambessa in general is not going to 100 to 0 you. She's just not that kind of champion. So her
that
ult's
is
a
that
gap
is something
ult.
that I noticed in your VOD review with the Mundos, that there were a lot of times where he would ult and you'd be like, you can just walk away here, and I was watching that and I'd be like, damn, I would have fucking ulted there. Like,
And like, why would you
something
ult
that-
there? Like, what's your thought
well,
process?
and I meant like if I was the Mundo, not like.
No, yeah,
not like-
I'm not flaming. I'm just saying like.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like I'm generally pretty risk averse, which obviously isn't like super great for this particular selection of champion.
Sure.
But like, yeah, I think not only do I not know those limits, but I don't play in a way that's conducive to learning them. So I think that'll just take an adjustment on my part.
Yeah, totally. I think it's important to limit test. I think you're playing to not lose, and I think a lot of people, they hear that you're supposed to play to win, and they do that, and then they get completely shit stopped because they don't know their limits yet. They're uncomfortable. They're stepping out of their comfort zone, and they go like 1-10 or something. They get flamed by their team relentlessly. You know, get told to uninstall, kill yourself, all these things.
Yeah.
And then that's, like, psychologically, it's going to do some damage. You're getting negative reinforcement for stepping out of your comfort zone and doing really, truly what's necessary to get good at the game. Because...
Okay, hold on just a second.
Yeah, go
Got a
ahead.
call coming.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll have to leave shortly, but we can get to a reasonable stopping point and then pick it up on another day.
Okay. Let's finish playing
But,
these
yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, limit test.
You're in
It's
my
important to
range.
do.
Trust beneath me.
It's better to be the guy that...
Looking for me.
What happened?
So that's what I was scared of, was her doing that, and then she did do it. But she did it in part because I think I walk up for a minion, that I shouldn't have walked up for.
See, this is a...
Yeah, like
see,
I
that's a
walk
different-
up to last hit a caster.
Yeah, and that's a different situation because she traded on you for free because you walked away, and then you walked back up after losing a trade, right? Like this situation, you Q heal and you have no fury now. Is different from this, and you had minion advantage there.
Yeah. It was just rolling.
That's fine.
But, you know, another outplay from me, naturally. I do die.
To my ancestors.
That's really wild. This.
We have to.
Okay, she's not brain damaged. Like you just die there, she doesn't die. So like, macro
Really?
wise, you need to leave. Yeah.
I mean, obviously I should have left, but you think there's I think going 1-for-1 there is bad, but you think there's a world where she kills me without dying?
Okay, you're now.
Or,
At this point,
I'm
you're
dead to like
losing-
1 Q there.
At this
actually.
point, you're losing the lane. Well, how close you, brother? You are 1 million to 6.
Well, that can't be true because the cannon died and I didn't hit 6.
No, you're not. Okay, you're 2 meters to 6. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. If you're in that situation again, just sit in this bush. Yeah,
Okay.
This is XP range.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. I did not.
You have to sit like in the corner though, like here.
Okay. Yeah.
But okay, let's pretend for argument's sake that you're not close to 6. Let's look at this dive.
Let's get the hell out of dodge.
Okay, a decent Ambessa walks up to you, and she will happily take you just leading the wave and having an even worse back timer than you already had. Because if you have to reset your back and back like here, then you lose another wave. So she's happy with that already. She's not gonna greed and use an ability until you're already melee range. Because if you have to walk away and can see that and back here again, that's even worse for you. She uses an ability to start. Like, this was really dumb of her. She should have walked up until she's in range to just Q1 you. I think Q1 kills you alone.
Yeah, I think so too, yeah. Because
This
it'll
was-
be like, what, like rank 3 at this point.
Rank 3 does
Yeah.
like... Yeah, like that's enough damage. I think. Even if it doesn't, she does it and then autos you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even here, she... Yeah, she EQs
Yeah.
and then W... Like, you see how bad this guy
No,
is?
I don't, she doesn't even EQ. I think that's just her E and then an auto attack, right? That hits me.
Yeah, she lands her E and then W. And she does it in a way that she can't W out. Just really bad all around for her.
Okay.
But if you're not close to 6, not much can be done. You have to see that way. Just go in this bush in the back. Now, some players will check that bush because that's like a common bagging spot if you're in a situation like that. But for now, I would just do that because it takes way longer to go here, and you're not in XP range anymore. So it's better to do it there.
Oh, so go in that bush and back, not go in that bush and wait for 6 and then greet it.
Well, go in
That's
that
not
bush
fun.
and back if you're not close to 6. Hypothetically.
Okay.
You were close to 6 though, so just sit there and wait for 6 and then E in and hold.
Okay.
Well, at this point.
Yeah, I forgot. Agent Cooper has a.
I assume this was back when like everyone was disconnecting, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, no, this guy was like he was lagging, so he kept disconnecting, reconnecting. I think, like intentionally.
Yeah, it's just
I don't know. What I know is that he's like, yeah, he's already been having trouble this game. Like he's level 4 to level 6, and he's got like half CS.
Now
That's
this
Echo
is
and
strange to
Charlie.
me because she doesn't have to really concede anymore. I think she just wins now. But she's respecting you for some reason, and then you're still slow pushing. So if you're losing and you know you're losing all in, and it's not like you're gonna tired of her, then if you find yourself in a situation where she's randomly respecting you anyway, you can just shove that wave in the proxy.
Okay. All right, I gotta go.
Okay, sure. We can pick this back up. I think we went over this already.
Probably.
Yeah, it's important to remember about wave states. Okay, your jungler's pinging grubs, so let's think about this.
So if my jungler's pinging grubs, ideally I want to have a lane priority. I don't know how to get. I don't think there's a feasible way for me to get that from this position.
You have
I've
two
already
ways
kinda
to get
cooked it.
lane prio for grubs. So you either shove the wave while the enemy can't walk up and do the same, or you can trade them down enough that it would be troll for them to walk over.
Okay.
Let's see what you do. Although unfortunately, yeah, I think at this point,
Yeah,
you
I
might
think
just-
I've kind of cooked it.
Alright, do you ping? Okay, you ping and then you... Well, hit the mini thing, man. Come on now.
Hold on a second.
Okay, you do something here that I'm questioning.
Oh. Well, let me enlighten you.
So you all in, which I think is a good all in here. You have both thumbs up, including Ghost. Why don't you just run her down here?
Because I'm thinking I can just kill her again later. Like, I put some good work in on evening up our HP pools, and now the dive that's coming is that much scarier.
Yeah, but you have.
You know?
Yeah, but she is TP. So once
I
you back
don't-
off, what's stopping her from backing and then TPing? Now she's full health, has an item advantage on you, and you don't even have TP.
I don't factor that sort of thing into my calculations.
Just some food for thought. Just some food for thought. Cause you have Ghost, man.
I was kind of wailing on her there. Kind of
Yeah,
dookie
you're
on her.
going kind of crazy. What are you doing? Hey, you just kill her! You have Ghost! You have Ghost!
You see, you don't play this game like I do. You don't know.
Hey,
You don't know
hey.
about the alley-oop with my boy Asian Cooper. Like, come on now. Come on now. You don't know about that. Ambessa spam pings it. She's pissed. Now I'm back to playing pretty scared.
Well, I think you might have to respect her here without the
Yeah.
expense.
Wave slow pushing into me.
Yeah, you're
I'm chilling.
I think this is fine. I'm just seeing you play scared until you bolt up. Nope.
What?
Hey, we're gonna trade battle there. Well, interesting freeze tech here. Unfortunately, you can't freeze a team, man.
Well, it's not about the. I mean, but still, it is slowing down the push denies her minions regardless. Like, it's not a freeze.
Well, but does it? Look at the minions. Okay, she has two
If
minions.
she loses 2 melees, it's worth.
But you know she's going here, so if
Yeah.
you just shove, you can probably proxy.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Yeah.
even if you don't proxy, she loses more because it's crashing a tower, and you get plated. Look at this plate. And keep in mind you have demolished. You want to proc these demolished hits on cooldown.
That is something I don't like about Halo Blades. That Halo Blades doesn't have demolish, but not that
You
I
don't
use
like
it
that,
anyway,
but then you
clearly.
also don't use demolish.
Yeah, so you know. But yeah, but when you have Halo Blades, like, you know, you've got so much damage in the early game that, you know, you're kind of standing under the turret with nothing to do. You know. It's an interesting little dichotomy they got going on there.
Well, I hope you know your early game's still broken as shit lethal.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm just a bad player. Big? Big? Look at that trade. Look at the clapback. Oh,
I feel
wow.
like she's trolling by even doing that. Like, honestly, I feel like you can just ghost and kill her if she does that. She uses all of her abilities to try to do like 200 damage to you from doing. Like, that's in kill range. If you just ghost all, okay, see it?
Okay.
See, the issue is
And,
you like,
and I didn't know how her ult interaction worked.
you don't know how the ult works, and you like dilly dally, so you give her time to get her abilities back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do see that. But the idea was there.
Yeah, but you dilly dally.
I understand it. I'm comfortable with me dilly-dallying.
And now you know your jungler's here. Oh, she got the BM in, but your jungler's there. I have some words to say about this, but this is not his body. We're just gonna
Agent
pretend
Cooper's
the
trying
echo-
his best, dude.
We're gonna pretend Agent Cooper didn't do that.
Agent Cooper is trying his damn hardest. I lose the play. See? Look at me go. You get that kill eventually. She was heavily invested in the BM.
I hope you know you're trolling.
Yeah, no, I do.
So this is where you get some.
But this
play
is
call.
like honestly like a pretty typical game for me. Like I just think
You just dilly
there's
dally.
no, yeah, just dilly dallying. That's the name of the game, really.
Oh, so you can just take turret. Why you not take turret here?
Because Ambessa's alive.
What is it? She doesn't have TP. What's she gonna? She gonna TF ult to the lane?
But why do I? I don't know when she used TP.
Well, you need to track that. That's really important.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But even if she does, it's like it's an 8-second channel. You can just run away.
I mean, yeah, no, paying attention. Like,
And this is definitely a...
Jarvan was just mid, and my jungler's top.
Well, and the benefit of Trynd, he's really good at running away. Like, you don't really have to respect things like this.
Okay.
Like, this is an easy first turret. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm assuming you actually lose first turret this game because you're bot lane. Oh, wait. Okay, I have more words to say, but again, not their bot review.
Bot lane's chilling.
Why are you mid lane? Okay, hang on.
Oh, okay, wait, go back. Let's see why I was mid lane.
See you
Oh, because
back?
Dragon was up. Dragon was up.
Okay, that's not how that works.
Look at Hui's in base. Wait, what's going on? I don't know what the specifics are here. I think Hui might have disconnected. Oh, yes, Hui DC'd. So I'm catching mid wave.
Well, your jungler should catch mid wave then. You should be top.
Okay.
But that's more niche. I mean, your way disconnecting is unlucky. Okay, normally.
This is what I meant by like all the games that I played were not normal.
Sure, but okay. Just for future reference, the only time you should be mid, either you proxied so you have enough of a time window. This is a common thing you do: is you proxy. You can do it off this wave as well. You don't have to necessarily go here, but you proxy and then you go and clear mid wave. When there's either gank mid or you just go and clear mid wave and hit mid tower. If there's a skirmish going on here, that includes both mid laners.
Yeah.
The other thing is, excuse me. The other thing is if your mid laner went top for whatever reason, and then you're just swapping lanes temporarily. Although I don't know if temporary lane swaps are a thing in this ELO.
I mean, they happen by accident for a number of reasons.
Okay, sure. Not something you necessarily have to worry about. It's a low on the priority of thinking.
That was pretty good. I liked that.
It's good, but see, I'm really confused because why are you trading aggressively now? Because now
Because I've got Ravenous Hydra. There's nothing. Nobody can stop me.
okay,
I face no repercussions for my actions.
He has a built-in Ravenous Hydra.
This is true. Yeah.
This is worse for you now because now she has Eclipse and her cooldowns are lower.
Okay.
I hope you know most champions' abilities are going to scale a lot harder per level than yours do.
Yeah.
And also, okay, Ambessa early game, it might look scary, and for some champions like Mundo, it is scary. But her lane is supposed to be high elo players think her lane's OP because she neutralizes the lane really easily. But that doesn't mean you have to be scared of her. She's nowhere near a lane bully against most champions. She's the lane bully to tanks, but to fighters and bruisers, she's still they're still a lot better early game.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of hard to know that without just like knowing it because she does look scary.
She looks very scary.
But yeah, Ambessa's a scaling champion. Good to see you, just ignoring me. Good play. Big old, well no, not old block. It's not.
Yeah, because if I just don't get hit by it, it doesn't go anywhere.
I think you gotta work on when you're dilly dallying and when you're all in. I think your all in timer is all fucked up. You're all in when the jungler's top, but then you're like scared when you should be doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes practice, you know.
Well,
It is what it is.
what's supposed to indicate to me there that the jungler's top, or am I just supposed to say I don't know where the jungler is? I don't get it.
Okay, well,
Is that it? I just.
you don't know where the jungler is, and then you need to think about this. You can
It
try
is
to
pretty
track
deep.
you can try to track the jungler in your head, or you can think this. Honestly, this is what I do more so, because my jungler will track. My jungler will track the enemy jungler for me during laning phase. After laning phase, I don't really track people. I just think, if they were top, is it worth it for me? Because you're supposed to be soaking pressures at top whenever you split push, but there's a way to do it that isn't just like dying in the side lanes, multiple people. And
Yeah,
staying
Rift
wherever.
Herald's up. Jarvan's supposed to be headed top anyway.
Right. The only thing up is an objective on top side, and you know their bot lane's backing, so he's not gonna go for a gank bot lane anyway. Looks like your mid lane is pushed in, so you can't gank anything here. You know what I mean? It's things like that.
Yeah. Look at that W.
Also, in that situation, well, you missed the W. In this situation, I think you just wail on the Jarvan.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam.
She's running away. I can just spin away because he's already EQ'd.
Spin away, or, I don't know your champ's limits that well, but I think you might be able to just kill Jarvan actually. If you wham on him,
it's a distinct possibility.
Yeah, you wham on him and then Q heal possibly at the very end of your ult. I don't know. At least don't spin into it. That would be spin,
Yeah.
Right back to the top one. Okay, is your plan to split or is your plan to...
Well, the plan here was a little different because the entire team is topside. What happened there?
Is there a way to see when objectives spawn on this thing?
Probably. I don't know it off the top of my head though.
Oh. Well, point is that Dragon's not spawned. So you know Dragon's spawning before like the next thing top, which is Baron. You know they get wrecked. But
hit a backspace. Look at this. Oh. Take us back 15 seconds. What's going on here?
What's going on there?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, how did everybody end up where they are?
Well, yeah, Echo's trying to save top tower. It's a feudal effort. They're taking Brick Trail because you trolled.
Yeah.
Wham. Okay, work on that.
What do you mean work on that? That was
work
fine.
on that. No, it wasn't.
It was fine. Just click on her.
Okay, no, it was fine.
Yeah, go on now.
You do a little team fighting here. Not much to say about that.
Not much to say. It was a performance.
But I will say, you should... Look, they misplayed, but you should have gone bot lane here if you're trying to do your thing, because you want to take this turret before dragon spawns. If this turret's still up when the next dragon spawns, it's a lot harder for your team to secure stuff around that. Keep in mind that, in general, the enemy ADC kind of has a zone of... it's called the zone of doom or whatever, so... There's multiple... People will be referring... When they say the zone of doom, they refer to multiple different things. Sometimes it's about certain areas of teamfights, sometimes about whatever. What I'm referring to here is... There's like a diagonal line that the enemy ADC can be in when everyone's alive.
Your vision line.
Your vision line, right. And your vision line is dependent on where your support can ward. And your support has a similar fucking Doom thing going on.
Yeah.
So the base of that is turrets. So if this turret goes down, the line goes from this to this. You see the difference there? That's massive.
Yeah.
So you want these turrets down. This... fine, or just team fighting. I'm not going to comment too much on Tryndamere team fights because I don't really know how they're supposed to work.
Yeah, at this point, I think...
Okay, if you don't have ult, by the way, it's the same thing Mundo. If you don't have ult, you don't go to fights. Just clear out bot. It's more dilly-dally. Like, you're not getting anything out of this. You know what I mean? So you should be going top.
So then, like, I should be top? Like...
You should recall and go top.
Oh, even now? Even when I'm, like, answering this?
At this point, no. But I'm saying in general. You should have.
Okay. Should I have opened top?
Let's sit back here. Okay, there's 4 here. You have Vision of Ambessa. You know she's going to keep doing this.
It drags up in, like, less than 30 as well. Like, drags up soon.
Can't see your vision. You're blue. And Ambessa TP top to do this.
Oh, I did not know that.
Is J plays just AFK?
Yeah, J plays just AFK.
Okay, if he's AFK, you have to give objective, so you should be top.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a weird game. You just have an AFK.
Yeah, there was one in like one of my 5 games. Sometimes more than one.
Okay, you gotta hit the rip trail. Oh, you did. Good.
Fancy a treat?
It Lux flashes.
Beautiful. This is kind of more dilly dallying. Like, what do you accomplish doing this? You know what I mean?
Oh, because they're pushing. They push in bot. I collect bot wave. They push in mid. I collect mid wave. I'm just trying not to lose the game here.
Yeah, but it's a tempo thing. Your champ. The main thing with your
Yeah.
champ with splitting is tempo advantage, but then you're wasting your tempo advantage by like walking around here. That doesn't really do anything. So it's better to just run mid directly.
Well, I can't push bot. No, isn't okay. I kind of felt like I did that. Whatever.
I'm just saying it's.
I ran mid pretty directly.
I'm just saying like there's no reason to do this. And if anything, you don't really have your support didn't really provide vision. If anything, you might die doing this.
Yeah.
Then you just kind of wait here. I mean, your ADC can catch mid range,
Yeah.
so you should be going top, which you do. But your Echo didn't have to die, and your Echo shouldn't have to match this, by the way.
Yeah.
A little more dilly dallying, like you walk bot, then go here. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
you gotta get out of La La Land. It's the #1 goal.
I've heard that was a good movie. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but I heard it's good. I told a girl I saw it though to impress her. It didn't work.
Girls really do like La La Land. That's a surefire bet.
Yeah, they love La La Land.
Yeah.
Alright, Echo kind of outplayed you there. You got rid of your hungry guard. Now, honestly, I don't think you had it back.
Okay. Because I just didn't know where anybody was.
Yeah, but they're clearly. Well, wait, when did
They're
Otacon-
clearly what? Tell me where they are.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I thought they took Otacon later than they did. Well, they take
No,
Otacon,
no.
and you're in this
No.
situation.
They take Otacon.
I see,
I
they
clear
do
Krogs
this.
and then recall.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm not gonna harp on that. You, hypothetically, to me, you probably could have hit a demolish proc and then just eat away, but you know, maybe that's an opinion-based thing. I don't know if that's safe or not.
I take towers in one rotation anyway. I don't need to worry about it. Chip damage on a turret means nothing to me.
Well, but chip damage on a turret means later you can walk up and do it even when an enemy's there.
That is true.
Do you have a hull breaker on Trynd?
Not till pretty late. I mean, you can. Like, there's nothing stopping you, but you need it would have to be 5th item or 6th. It's Ravenous Zeal.
Okay, are you backing for an item here?
Infinity Edge. LDR. I doubt it.
You know there's 3 bot here. And if there's 3
Okay.
bot and a TP, you know that they're all doing something involving this. Therefore, you can infer that everyone going to Ambessa's bot, okay?
Okay.
And with that knowledge, you can get in this little cut corner, and then best case.
Because I'm not even like that far behind her in items. Like, good lord.
No, your 1v1 is much better than hers. Your 1v1, your uninterrupted 1v1 is going to be really strong. It's just any competent player is not going to give you that 1v1.
Yeah.
But that's a situation where, yeah, best case she walks up and you can kill her. Worst case she leaves and you still have tempo advantage because you can then push the wave. And if she left, she's probably gonna, to me, she's gonna back and go bot because there's something weird bot going on and she has TP up. Therefore, you wait for her TP, then you show up, hit this tower. You can probably get tower, which involves turret bounty, and quote unquote worst case is Ambessa immediately recalls and goes to match you, which is still really good because she completely wasted her TP, then instantly backs. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the bow strategy.
As opposed to the stragglers strategy you're doing here, where you back and then waddle to a team fight late as Tryndamere. You see what I'm saying? That's not ideal.
Yeah, no.
Attention to the trap.
Yeah, because if you want to play the split push resource game on Tryndamere, you have to be as annoying as possible. Showing up to team fights is the least annoying thing you can do.
Yeah.
Unless you force the enemy top laner to go somewhere else. Like, if you got inhib and their base is literally going to end the game otherwise, then it's like, oh, damn it, now he's outnumbering us, you know what I mean? But if you're just doing this, I mean, yeah,
I really don't know why I'm here, necessarily.
Focus. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Just
I'm
remember
just
that
going match Ambessa anyway.
Trin team
After
fight,
she
unless
gets
you are
one.
super fed, is really bad. Okay,
Oh,
also
and then she
very
does
late,
kill me here.
very late ghost
Red
as well.
team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah. I got hit by her ult again.
And you got to think about maybe there's a mechanics thing you can do differently here. Although in general, it's just not. I don't think it's very smart to fight that.
My great hounds by sea!
Blue team's turret has been
You're in my
destroyed.
range!
Whamming away.
Looking for me?
Yeah, I tried to spin past the ult and still got hit by it.
I think it's fine. I think you just get surprised with the amount of shields. I think you're not expecting the shielding.
She's got a lot of shielding.
No, she's got a lot. She's like Riven. If she gets fed, her cooldowns get really low, and then she can get a shield every however often. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
Most champions want to build Serpent Spanking her, by the way. That's how bad it is. I don't know if you can do that on Tryndamere. I don't know if that's a viable item, but most champions do.
I mean, into Ambessa, Lux, Karma is probably not the end, and Jarvan is probably not the end of the world. But
Yeah, and you need to get
it's
it.
like it would have to be 4th item.
Oh, that was the end of the game. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough with a wave, okay, but you still can glean some valuable stuff from that.
Yeah. Mostly from the early game.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually that game was a little
Alright, well,
piss poor.
maybe now you can improve. And it looks like you've already started improving, right?
Yeah, this is true.
Well,
Took Halo Blades
Is this game? Yeah, you took Halo.
recently. Yeah.
And this is a really bad matchup, by the way. I hope you understand.
It's
This is
not
one of the
great,
worst of the
no.
worst.
It was not especially fun, but you know we made it work.
And now you can see how
Put our
strong-
nose to the grindstone.
Exactly. And I hope you understand later on as well, like, late game demolish on Tryndamere, by the way, barely does anything, and
Yeah, I have noticed that. Yeah.
like if you're like lethal tempo is not gonna matter if you're just gonna play the split game anyway. Lethal tempo late game strong because it makes his lead also work in team fights kind of, you see what I'm saying?
Not really, but you know I'll act like I do. Like why? Like lethal tempo. I mean, yes, but lethal tempo in a 1v1 is still better. Like
Okay, so the thing is, like with Halo Blades, your champ's still strong enough to win it all in most of the time. We can
Yeah.
agree on that, right?
yeah,
So enemies are forced to take short trades against you. Because that's the only type of trade they can take without dying.
and yeah, okay.
And lethal is bad in short trades, and Halo Blades is strong in short trades. So if they're forced to take short trades, and you take the rune, that makes your short trades really overpowered. Then your champ's just overpowered.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah.
And it looks
Diversifying my
like-
portfolio, as it were.
Right, it just removes...
That's the corporate Mundo strategy.
It's the corporate Mundo strategy. It removes the counterplay from your champion. It's literally first strike Mundo. Actually first strike Mundo. You zone me from the wave, you become my income. You see what I'm saying? So,
Oh, I see that.
Alright, well, I think that's it.
All right, thank you for your time.
Yeah, no worries, man.